All right, so there's a question about salvage rights from Zoso. Can anyone salvage, or are there salvage rights? There's probably salvage etiquette in Null. There's no such thing as salvage rights. Anybody can salvage. But if somebody's there, you know, it's their site or whatnot, you really should ask them. Otherwise, maybe they shoot you. Yeah. Something like that. Right. Well, do another one, see if we can get lucky. Get an escalation. We do have one escalation for tomorrow, so that's good. Now I'll go in at the proper distance.
Drive active.
And I seem to be collecting stuff on this, you know. So just so these are the only ones left because there's been someone else in here coming in a bit who's been using like Stormbringers or materials to clear these sites pretty quickly, but they don't want this version. They want the rock version, not the gas cloud version.
You, sir, rock.
Sketty just subscribed for 12 months.
Sketty, thank you for the resub. $120 gold. Everybody here in your honor. Thank you. That's my shield alarm, don't worry. Oh, gotta claim the reward. It's not a huge reward, but may as well. But I think Vanguard's worth playing. I think that it looks very interesting, and I think that I'm just waiting a little bit until it's more fleshed out so that I can really get into it. But it looks like it's good and it's really happening, you know, because there's been a few false starts from CCP on games like this. So looks like it's really a thing this time. And I'll be playing it. I'll be figuring out how to use it to my advantage in the game and everything, you know. I honestly will probably wait until it's persistent. And then it'll take me a little bit of catching up to do, but it'll be fun exploring it and figuring it out and everything. And I think if you're Omega, it's free to try anyway, or maybe it's just free for everybody to try right now. So, you know, you can give it a peek if you want. Or if you're like me, I want games to be more polished before I do anything, so it's kind of where I try and be if I can. The rock havens are a little bit easier, but I just try and take whatever I land on instead of wasting my time flying around looking for them. I think this is wave 5. No, this is wave 4. Okay. A new Aussie player, any recommendations? So, there are a lot of corps that you can join out there. A lot of people will recommend Eve University. It can take you a little bit to get in. But they're basically like a big corp that you know, teaches you a lot about the game, and they do a lot of different areas of different things that they specialize in. If you find an area that you like, you'll find classes on it. I mean, literally. So you know, and you don't, if you join a corp and you decide it's not a good fit, you can bail. Don't put all your assets into the corp because somebody tells you to. Keep them to yourself. You can help on corporate projects or whatnot, but don't put all your stuff into a corp and then find that you get kicked for some reason and then you lose access to all your stuff. That's bad. Right, so this is the one that I need to pay attention to. Right, they're hitting me with tracking shit. I actually had to turn on my repper there for a little bit and leave it going. There was enough DPS coming at me for a little bit there. Next wave is the one that I gotta be careful of. You guys ended up a lot closer to me. Okay, we're unlocking the Bastion. Yeah, Gaming Gruffy, also feel free to ask any questions here. So, no questions are off limits. Alright, we're gonna get this one without having the Bastion on. That way I can make my escape if... God, this guy. The guy who wants to rob the ESS is back again.
Warp drive active.
Alright, I gotta go beat him up. Right, I am warping out there. And then here we go here.
Warp drive active.
He's just making his rounds and he just keeps coming back around. He's been very consistent today. Then a stabber.
Active.
And it's been halted already. See how fast his stabber is.
Drive active.
Wow, he's flying at 1900. And he's out. Oh, this guy, man. He just keeps coming back and back and back. He's like taking any money he can get. He doesn't care how much is there. He just tries it. Maybe I should go get the Tempest and just sit on the button in here. Tempest, I don't think has the right propulsion though. All right. He's going into BX. Alright, so am I.
Warp drive active.
Alright, he'll have just gone in there. Like, there he is. He just warped in.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, he's already... Oh, there he is. Shit. Ah, he's gonna be too quick for me. Okay, let's get those drones going after him. Right. Gotta get out of the bubble now. You think it's a bot? I don't know, Ramza. Not that I'm aware of. No, it's not, because he talks to me in chat. Bots don't usually talk to you. I don't know if he's planning on coming back in or not. Or not. There's a Gnosis that's sitting at the gate to get in here. Alright, he's going into E1 again. which is interesting.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I think he is. He hasn't gone through the gate yet. He's not going through the gate. He went someplace else. Trying to figure out what he's doing. I'm like seeing if he's going to come back to the ESS here. All right, just disappeared from everywhere. So this is where we go,
Warp drive active.
because that's where I don't have a scout at, because this is my scout. And he's not in here. All right. Very good then. Back on this guy here.
Warp drive active.
Get him to finish that site. It's the last wave. Okay, maybe we'll get lucky and get another escalation. No escalation. Too bad. Alright. Let's get this guy.
Warp drive active.
Warping in there to clean stuff up. Right. Let's take this guy back to the base.
Warp drive active.
I wonder what kind of money he made today. There's ESS sitting at like 21 million right now. I did get a payout from it, so.
Docking request accepted.
Right, so he didn't pick up any loot, but he did, you know, do several, several things today. Let's see. So there's 20, 40, 66, 77, 94, no, 124, 130, 55, about 155 million or so from the bounties. It's not bad. There'll be another ESS payout. Not sure how much it'll be. 20 million maybe. It's not too bad. It's nowhere near. See, one of the things about kind of the principles of ratting too is how expensive is your ship, because you're going to lose it every so often. So you have to figure out, you know, the expense of your ship against how much money you're making. And so this is 1.8 billion. And I made, you know, less than 10% of that, which means I'd have to do this at least 10 times just to break even. I did get an escalation. The information that I see says that it's going to be around like 250 to 300 and something million that I'll make off of it. And I don't know how long it'll take. But we're going to do that on the show tomorrow and figure that out. Now, what I also want to look at is Falcon I don't know that I've ever flown one before. These are all Sino versions. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna want a version that is not a Sino one. Oh, not Falcon. We're doing the other one. What is the name of the other one? Rook. Right. So I have this here. About a 5-year-old fit. What if we took and changed this to dual webs, since it's going to sit in a sight? Max range 30 and big prop on it. Well, this one's 375 million. This one's too expensive. Put like dual webs on it and an afterburner. And this doesn't have any. See, this doesn't have any web distance bonuses, does it? So, here's an EWAR version. Where do these fly? Oh, 94. That's actually quite a ways. That is quite a ways. So, now I kind of like what we're really wanting to do here is web the crap out of somebody. That's what I really think we're wanting to do, which is Minmatar. And I don't even know if I have any ability to fly Minmatar on this character. It's interesting. Cannot be detected. Hugin. What is it that I am missing? Okay, so I'm missing the Minotaur Cruiser stuff. Is that it? Like, why am I Mastery 5 on one and not the other? So what's in here that makes it different? Like, what am I missing? Medium projectile. Okay. So it's just the projectiles. But this can do missiles too, right? Yeah. These are all missile things. Where are they? Right, what is the fitting show? One launcher hardpoint, so only one missile. So really, this is about guns. But what if I made it about... Well, in the drone bay, though, is only 40. I don't know that I want to train up these type of guns for this character for this. Just so I can web at the same time. I think webbing is going to be the biggest deal. And because scram doesn't mean anything in an ESS. It's all about the webs. And so and there's not a whole lot of drone on this. How's this character on Galante? Well, you know what? I'm not too far off on like the Lachesis here. Let's go what my Lachesis fit looks like. Why am I? LACH. Oh, and see, this ability is scramming. See, that's what its bonuses are for. I think I'd love to have like a triple Huggin, 3 Huggins. There's only one in here. Oh, this one's all drone based. So a web that goes out 48. Oh my god. And it's got drones. It's only got 64 DPS on the drones though. This is a support version. It's not. I'm surprised that I don't have any other fit for it. I'd need to put some guns on it. Like dual webs, guns. and surprise the hell out of people. 3 of them. I don't know how much DPS I could get. I don't have a huggin'. You like this? 100 on the propulsion. Smart bomb, no guns. What? Just drones. Wow. There. Except it'd have to be an afterburner. So 329. Oh my god, it's so freaking close though. I don't like, you know, you got these giant webs and I do like this though. At 40 or 48. I don't know, either way. It's really good. So you take this out. Fast as they go, 670. But it's cap stable. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, so we could go 700 and we could be cap stable, triple web, 1 NOS, and 1 more module in the mid, because we could literally take that one out and put that in.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Skyhawk 2K just followed.
Skyhawk, thank you for the follow. Welcome. What kind of guns is this running? 180s. Has to get real close. It's cap stable. What are the building ship for? So it can't be seen in an ESS and can just rule anybody in there. Do some sort of E-war in that open spot. Another painter. Well, the bullets aren't large. And this would be for an ESS. They're going to be mostly cruiser and above. So remote sensor dampener puts me at 11 minutes, which is still fine. And reduces the range and speed of targeting ship. Loaded. Put a Rapier and a Cenotaph together. Yeah, well, so the thing is that they're just going to be able to sit in an ESS. We've had so many people come into the ESSs today, and I don't want them to be able to see me. And so we just put them in and sit them there, like 3 of these. And then anybody comes in and they're not gonna survive. It's 300 DPS. We'd be at like 900 DPS plus a vamp. The webs would have them ultra slow. If I put in something that disrupts their tracking, or whatever. Empty mid. We're talking about the empty mid right now of what we put in there. You just got here, didn't you? So yeah, we'll see what we could come up with. What about the rook? I want the webs. It's all about the webs. So the rook would have to get pretty close. And it's about what my characters can fly. So I have two characters that right now can fly this. And so I just have to train one more to get 3 of them in there. So what about faction points? Are they still 30k? Well, I don't need it because I've got 40k. See, I'm at 40k there on the webs. And you don't need any sort of scram or anything in here. So I'm going to save this as a temp. And work on this some more. I think it'd be good. Not 60k web. No, it says, I'm pretty sure that says, is that 40 or 48? I can't tell. I have a hard time telling the 8 from the 0. So let me show info on it. Yeah, it's 40. And that's just with standard. And I have to get closer anyway to attack, so it's not like I think that's fine, you know. So I think I want to figure out something to disrupt tracking or lose target lock. Although, see, these guys are going to be really close. We're going to be hugging with the hugging. Yeah, literally at like 2,000. So it, you know, would be something that would help us with being so close. We're already going to have them webbed to the gills and a target painter on there. And you know, if we put in a second target painter and took this out and put in like one torpedo with those target painters, and the torpedoes would be super effective. They wouldn't be high DPS, but they'd be super effective. Is this ship good ship to web freighter instawarp? Yeah, some people use it for that. I prefer to use a curer, C-U-R-E-R. It's a Blood Raider frigate because it's faster. So yeah. All right. This guy needs to dock up, which means he needs to get out of here. Let's get him out of here. While he's doing that, this guy has finished his looting. Get those drones back. Get all that. Scoop that up. And then let's go to station and drop off the loots.
Warp drive active.
Multi-spectrum ECM. Yeah. That might very well be the right answer. See, if we had 3 of us, 3 of them on him. Can 3 ships use ECM on a single target, or do two of the targets get ignored, or two of the attackers get ignored because of the way ECM works? Didn't they change it so you can't obliterate somebody into nothingness? How do I color the UI tabs? Go to the in-game channel called Live Shows, LIVESHOWS, and you can get a copy of my overview. Alright, another 27 million worth of loot, and another 16 million worth of salvage. Very nice. 145 million worth of stuff in here. Okay. That's from today. All right, he's out. Let's go back.
Warp drive active.
So I'm gonna have to think about I'm going to figure out a fit I can get 3 of them into. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg. That's real heavy with webs. And to where we can get probably at least 800 DPS total. And then we just wear down whoever it is.
Warp drive active.
I think that'd be fun. ECM prevents them from targeting you. Okay, okay. See if I can do a little more research tonight on some good fits.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, and then this guy, I've had him orbiting the gate out here, just waiting for somebody to come through who needs to be dealt with. And, oh. Someone just came through who needs to be dealt with. Well then. So it'd be nearly impossible to catch them on the inbound. I'm not seeing them on the scan at all. Right.
Warp drive active.
And then back to station. And this guy is going to go back to station as well.
Warp drive active.
Good time to quit. We got a big fleet inbound. Alright. That is gonna be it. A moment. If you're watching on video, we'll see you in the next episode.